It's game time. Today, a dozen death-defying daredevils of Splatalot will go head-to-head with the defiant defenders as they strive to capture the highly coveted crown of Splatalot. Will these defenders be able to keep the castle safe from the attackers, preserve the kingdom of Splatalot, and in the end, reign victorious? Who will tumble? Who will tilt? Who will teeter? And who will go splat?
Hello and welcome to Splatalot, the only 21st century contest that takes place inside a castle. That we know of, anyway. I'm Jason Agnew, this is Mousy Matt Chin, and we are here to navigate you through what is sure to be a joyride through water, mud, foam, and paintballs. Here's what we mean. 12 attackers start out on the Moat. The fastest 6 then jump over to the Stockade. The first 4 to escape from there end up in a race to the finish, the winner taking home the highly coveted crown of Splatalot. Let's take a look at the first round, in which our attackers will have to cross the merciless Moat. It all starts with a trip across the battle balls. Spikes, I like it. Then it's up the slippery slope and over the rolling mace. Mace, I embrace. Then it's down the impossible incline and up onto the beastly battle axes. Axes, I enjoy them. Then it's time to hit the rope bridge of disaster. Rope, let's elope. Maddie's back. Thank you. Then it's a bounce on the heinous helper. Helper, you need none. And onto the finish platform in hopes of scoring a top 6 time. 12 enter, but only 6 advance to round 2. But it's not just about the obstacles, is it, Matt? No, Jason, the obstacles are just half of the story. For the other half, let's bring on the defenders. It all starts with the huntress, the brutish Ballista. Hello, attackers! Then it's on to the naughty nitrous and the part twisted, part torqued Thorne. Are you ready for us? Because we're ready for you. I kind of want to run home to my mommy right now. Well, you're lucky you're up here in the splat-proof shack because those 3 are looking to cause all sorts of misery. So it's best to stay clear. Hey, Maddie, want to hear something funny? Nope. Okay, well, let's get this thing started. The king has arrived. Hold on a minute, Thorne. You can't be king without a crown. He's the king in my books, Jay. The king of torment. Let's see how he does against attacker number 1, Taylor. Let's go ahead and give the first points to the king. Taylor was shocked by the water drop and rocked by the battle balls. And now Taylor has Ballista and nitrous to deal with. Could be a long day for the lanky one. Oh, and there's a direct shot to the face. Lovely shot. Let's see if she can shake that off and refocus herself on the rolling mace. No, but Taylor works on a farm in the summer, so I'm sure she's used to bailing. Hey. Exactly, Jay. Taylor rebounds to make it onto the impossible incline. Going too fast. Take that. Which leads to a spectacular head-first rolling splat. Nice grace for someone just under 6 feet tall. Up onto the beastly battle axes. And not a problem as she walks over to the rope bridge of disaster. Let's see what the self-anointed king can do with the water cannon. And... oh! Taylor doesn't seem to notice the huge orange obstacle at the end of the bridge as she runs right into it. You'd think she would have seen that coming, but no, splat. You're not gonna get the crown like that. You ain't getting a tiara. Leaping onto the heinous helper. Oh, well, she did get crowned, but clearly not the way she wanted to. Well, you will get is a face of that. The defenders laugh, but Taylor still posts an impressive time of 5:04. No one's got them, yeah! Attacker number 2, Devin, aced the battle balls, now confronts Ballista.
What are you thinking about now?
I'm thinking he's scared out of his mind.
Devin, she's very pretty, isn't she?
Oh, come on, Nitrous, that's playing dirty. No one can resist the charms of Ballista. Devin is helpless to resist.
What are you waiting for?
Matt, you okay? Yes, Jason, I'm fine. How are you? Oh, no, you've fallen under the spell of Ballista. Matt, snap out of it. Devin, snap out of it. Matt, Devin, Devin, Matt, Devin. Woo! Where am I? Maddie, you're back. What happened? Well, you were under Ballista's spell. Why did you wake me? Because, Matt, we have a job to do. Right, but was the water really necessary? Absolutely it was. Now let's get back to the action. Devin has made it over the battle axes and the rope bridge of disaster and has landed at the finish platform with a 429. Here's attacker number 3, Dana. What'd she say? Bang!
Direct hit right now.
Oh, Ballista calls her shot right on the money. Bang! Back up on the beastly battle axes. Oh! Nitrous and her vaporizers make that second axe disappear. It's like magic. Now you see it, now you don't. Bang! After that nasty splat, Dana is still able to find her way to the rope bridge of disaster. Unfortunately, she also finds Thorne and his water cannon waiting for her. Well, I don't think Dana's going to be very happy with that 723, so let's turn things over to our next attacker. It's Austin.
The only name you need to know is Thorne.
Well, it looks like he's dropped the King Thorne moniker. Just as Austin drops onto the battle balls, and Nitrous doesn't seem too impressed. But Austin isn't giving up. Nitrous looking rather bored. Well, looks like he's gonna make it.
Let's have some fun, Austin!
Careful, Austin. Don't look into her eyes. And that goes for you too, Maddie. Keep your head down. Looks like Austin's keeping his whole body down. You see what happens when you fall for her charms, Maddie? Speaking of falling, down goes Austin for yet another splat. He's yet to make a clean run on any of our obstacles. Oh for 6. Or 6 for 6, depending on how you're counting. Still, he puts up a 519, so he may be all right. Here's attacker 5, Madison. Madison had a great start on the battle balls and the slippery slope. But I like what she's doing on the rolling mace even better. Bazinga indeed. What does bazinga even mean? It's Swahili for splat. Really? Oh, Madison bazingas off the battle axes. Here's an early candidate for splat of the day as Madison biz over zingas right there into the murky moat. Seriously though, like Swahili. I don't know. Oh. Well, she's up again. And back in the moat she goes. Thorne knocks her down, but she still nails a 511. Let's see how attacker 6, Michael, makes out.
Stop! It's the trap!
Even though he sensed the trap, he still got soaked. Now he's moving, and look at him go on the battle balls. He slips, but still manages to hold on. Oh, until he gets spiked in the face. Stop. It'd be a spike. Let's go on to the mace. That'd definitely be a trap. Ballista nails him in the back and puts him into a trance, causing Michael to lose all control over his arms, going straight into the moat. Now he's up onto the battle axes looking for a better fate. But all he finds is Nitrous and the vaporizers. Oh, look at that face-first frog technique on the landing. He may be going slow, but he is making some progress on the rope bridge.
This day has been won!
He's exhausted, but Michael has set up the top time with a 402. And our next group of attackers will look to beat the 723 set by Dana. Our next group of attackers better be on their toes because the defenders are on fire. We'll find out who wins when we return with more on Splatalot. Welcome back to Splatalot. I'm Jason Agnew. This is Matt Chin. I gotta ask, buddy, what's with the protective eyewear? Jay, in order to avoid Ballista's gaze but still call the action, during the break I picked up these anti-spell goggles. And you think they're going to work? Tinkor says they're guaranteed. Well, I wish you all the best, Matt, because Ballista's enchantment has always had a strong hold on you. I know. Taking a look back at our first 6 attackers, we witnessed a frog, a faceplant, Ballista's magic, and lots of splats, resulting in a strong showing for Michael with a 402 and nervous times for Dana with a 723. Remember, only the fastest 6 will advance to the Stockade. Also remember, that means 6 attackers are going home with nothing, not even their pride. Here's attacker 7. Carly Marie is a swimmer, so I doubt that water's gonna bother her. Oh! No, but the battle balls obviously do. One step and she goes down. Baboonski! She's able to shake those spikes off, and now we find her over on the rolling mace. Whoa! Ballista just knocked Carly Marie off the mace with a combination growl and paintball attack.
You call that a scream?
Master Thorne! Watch this!
Oh, again, she calls her shot and lands a paintball on Carly Marie's back end. I've got to see this. No, Matt, don't take off the goggles. No! Ballista? I think she'll show you a thing or two on the rope bridge. Yep, she sure did. All right, but she's going for it on the heinous helper. Going for it? That helper had no bounce whatsoever. She bounces back with a 519, knocking Dana out of the competition. Here's attacker 8, Chris.
I'm on a castle.
More like in a castle, but who's counting, right, Bam Bam?
You forgot the most important thing. This is my castle.
His castle?
Yeah, Chris, you're not just on any castle. Ow!
Looks like Chris needs some help too as he tumbles off the mace. I don't know if he's on or in the castle, but he's definitely in the moat. He's back up.
Ha! Yes! Even with just one weapon, we'll still get you, my dear.
And Thorne does get him with the water cannon. Chris almost holds on. Still, he finishes up strong with a 237, ending the day for Austin. Let's turn things over to attacker number 9, Jesse.
I can't swim.
Okay, now. That's not gonna work. Here's Karina.
I'm a doggo!
Welcome to the world of THORNE.
Karina wants to be a lifeguard. She's just what Jesse needs. Karina made quick work of the slippery slope. Bullseye! Paintball to the helmet, and down she goes off the mace. Big deal, she's right back at it. Look out for ghosts. What ghost? Oh, stop it. Wasn't me.
Can't see now.
That wasn't ghosts that time, just vapors. The challenges continue for Karina on the rope bridge of disaster. But she still manages to finish the moat with a 730. And still manages to be eliminated. Okay, Sunshine, let's move on to attacker 11, Tori. No idea what she just said, but she made quick work of the battle balls in the slippery slope. And the mace just made quick work of her.
Say hello, Tori! Hi!
Well, that was nice of Ballista to say hello. It sure was. Goggles on, buddy, goggles on! Nice slide and recovery puts Tori on the battle axes.
It's in the story for you, Tori.
What a rhyme! Tori survives the taunts and the challenges to record a 510, sending Carly Murray packing. Now here's our final attacker, Mona.
Frozen!
You'll need to beat Madison's 5'11" to advance to the Stockade. Slow start on the battle balls. And now Ballista greets her with a paintball.
You can turn back now.
No, she really can't, Jay. Relock the drawbridge.
These attackers need to be flattened.
She's right, Jay. These attackers do need to be flattened. Goggles, buddy, goggles!
I want plenty more where that came from.
I love it when the attackers get arrogant, followed by a huge splat. That's all we got, Mona. She has every right to carry a little swagger. Her 456 just put her into the Stockade, with Madison being forced to call it a day. So joining Mona in round 2 will be Chris, Michael, Devin, Taylor, and Tori. Poor Madison. She was eliminated by just 1 second. I almost feel bad for her. And almost is pretty good for a guy with a heart made out of coal. Thanks. When we come back, Gildar drops the slime, Skabb dishes out the foam, attackers work towards freedom, and Kook shuts them down on Splatalot. Congratulations, you have obeyed the call of the Splats. I'm Jason Agnew, this is Matt Chin, and we're welcoming you back to Splatalot, and this, the Escape the Stockade round. The messiest round we've got. You said it. And joining us in this round will be our top 6 attackers. We've got Chris, Michael, Devin, Mona, Taylor, and Tori. It's an even split between guys and girls. I like seeing that kind of balance. Just goes to show you that anyone can conquer this course. Well, anyone but Jesse, Dana, Karina, Madison. All right, enough with the negative roll call. Let's take a closer look at the Stockade. Attackers start out racing across the giant spinning hexagon, making their way over to the smaller hexapods. They'll want to balance on the hexapods long enough to grab ladder rungs, then race back and build their individual ladders. Once built, they grab one of 4 flags and take it to the top of the battlements. The whole time being pestered by the scruffiest of the scruffy, Skabb, the nuttiest of the nutty, Kookaburra, and the prettiest of the pretty, Gildar.
Welcome to Splatalot.
Welcome to Splatalot. Splatalot. Singlewood?
Splatalot!
I think Gildar should go back to school someday. That's just not the Viking way, Jay. Let's match attackers to helmets. There's Devin in the light green helmet, Mona in the light purple, Tori with the yellow stripe, Michael with the yellow helmet, Taylor with the red, and Chris with the dark green. Skabb on the foam, Kook on the goo, and Gildar on the slime. There's the horn, and here we go!
I love my job, ladies and gentlemen.
What's not to love? Great benefits, like landing a goo grenade on Mona just as she's making her leap. And now Gildar rains down some slime from the slime stick on Tori. Kook's not letting up. There's a goo grenade right on target. Gildar with a bucket of slime on Taylor. But she hangs on. Kook's got the slime stick.
Gildar, is it just me, or does that laugh get annoying every single day?
Very annoying.
Ouch, I think they hurt Cook's feelings. Look at Chris take flight.
I bet you can't go this whole round without doing that annoying laugh.
I bet you, my friend, that you cannot yell or say Skabb rules once during this round.
Fine.
It's on.
You're on.
Now that's a bet. I don't know who's gonna crack first, but this is sure to be tight. Looks like Cook's trying out a new
Hey,
laugh.
Skabb, what's that funny slogan you always say?
Quick ladder update, Chris and Michael are putting in their final rungs.
Wait, I'll get it. Skabb is great.
Chris has the first flag and he's on his way to his ladder.
These attackers are getting an easy ride. Forget the bet and start defending.
Skabb dominates.
Skabb dominates, just doesn't have the same ring to it.
Finally, Gildar gets back into it with a slime drop on Mona.
It's not only Chris who's on his way out, Michael is right behind him with a flag.
Coop makes quick work of Tori with the slime stick.
Did you know that Crockness and Gildar were once married?
What?
Yes. No. Yes.
What a shocking revelation!
And I know it's true because I read about it in Gossip International.
I don't believe that. Gildar's so handsome.
I am very handsome.
Well, that part we know, but what about the marriage?
I told you that in confidence.
Wow! It's out there and confirmed! Gildar and Crockness were once married!
I told you!
And I'm not lying when I tell you that Mona has the third flag!
It's only true if it's in Gossip International, Jay.
And there's Devin grabbing a flag of his own. Hey, that's all 4 flags. With 4 attackers up top, that leaves Taylor and Tori on the outside looking in.
More like on the inside looking out.
Well put. These 4 attackers will now turn around and take aim at capturing the crown of Splatalot. As Chris, Michael, Mona, and Devin move on to our Capture the Crown round.
But I don't think that's what everyone's gonna be talking about.
You know it, that wedding shocker just shook the castle to its core. Let's see how it affects our defenders when all 6 assemble for the final round when Splatalot returns.
We're back with more splats.
You got it. I'm Jason Agnew. This is Matt Chin, and we're getting ready to start the Capture the Crown round right here on Splatalot. Our remaining 4 attackers, Chris, Michael, Mona, and Devin, will soon attempt to make that Splatalot crown their very own.
But standing in their way will be Thorne, Gildar, Kookaburra, Nitrous, Skabb, and Ballista. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and predict that no one's winning the crown today.
You say that all the time.
I know, but today I predict I'm gonna be right.
Okay, well then I predict, no. I guarantee you will be wrong.
Oh yeah? Well, it's on like Donkey Kong.
Here's the course. It starts with the pole drop into the mud bath, then it's over the slippy slides and onto the Titanic teeter-totters. From there, it's over the barrier of all barriers and onto the leaping lily pads. Make it that far, and all that's left is the water wall, and at the top, we find the crown of Splatalot.
Splatalot, 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 Splatalot.
I can't tell if this is the worst thing I've ever heard or the best.
Easy call for me. Taking a look at the attackers, we have Chris in the dark green, Michael in the yellow, Mona in the purple, and Devin in the light green. There's the horn, and down they go.
Straight into the mud baths, followed by a shot of foam from the froth frother.
Thorne and Gildar are really pouring it on, which makes for a tough start hitting those slippy slides.
You know, I can't shake the image of Gildar and Crockness married. It just doesn't make sense.
Love is blind, Maddie.
Sure, but can't it smell?
Oh, my neck! My neck! Someone give me a medic!
Whoa, speaking of Gildar, he seems to have sustained some sort of neck injury.
No, say it ain't so. Let's just stop the race right now.
I'm afraid we can't do that, Matt, as the Vikings say the show must go on.
Vikings say that?
You go ahead and prove me wrong.
Bad news, everyone. I've hurt my neck while flipping my hair. I'm going to be unable to compete today, but I've decided to coach you from the sidelines. No, we're good, thank you. Anyway.
Are you okay?
I hurt myself very badly.
Okay, so piecing this together, it seems that Gildar has hurt his neck flicking his hair, and he's in a neck brace, and will now direct the defenders from his director's chair?
What a trooper.
As a Viking who is injured, I am very proud of you all. Very proud. And handsome.
Well, he certainly is both of those things, Jay.
That may be, but I'd like to get back to the real stars of the course here, the attackers.
Okay, what do you got for us?
Well, it looks like Michael is now making a play for the barrier. He's up, he's got his footing,
He's stalling.
and now a leap to the lily pads.
Oh, Skabb wiped Chris off like a bug on a windshield.
2 more now up on the totters.
You know, Skabb is like a crazy psycho barbarian.
Like a crazy psycho barbarian? How about is a crazy psycho barbarian?
He's just being modest.
Here's Nitrous on the Splatzuka.
And Michael falls short.
Could this be an opening for Chris?
Thorne is laying on the steam, but it doesn't seem to be phasing it.
And Michael fails in his leap again. Here comes Chris. He's steadying himself. Is the 3rd time the charm for Michael.
He'd better get moving. Chris is right on his heel.
Nitrous looks determined to shut them both down. Someone needs to make the leap.
Back at the battle for 3rd, it's boring.
Well, Michael will liven you up with a few dance moves. This one's called the Lily Lopper. Go, Michael. Go, Michael.
That was embarrassing. Please.
Can Mona join the party?
Can anyone make the water wall?
Well, Michael is sure trying.
But Chris is right there, too.
It's a 2-horse race.
I wish the defenders would just jump in the water and start wrestling these guys.
Chris looks to have the base of the wall, and Mona is making her move to the barrier. Michael just can't seem to get a grip.
But Chris has figured it out and is making his way to the top. Come on, defenders.
He's getting away! Everybody this way!
Exactly, Gildar. Get someone on it.
Sorry, Maddie, it's too late.
Look at he's getting the crown!
Exactly. Chris has the crown. Chris is the new king of Splatalot.
That's really embarrassing, everyone.
It might be embarrassing to Gildar, but Chris just made the rest of the kingdom proud with that come-from-behind victory.
A tainted victory at that, because with the Viking at full strength, nobody touches that crown.
Are you still on that? Look, you were wrong. Someone got the crown.
Okay, I was wrong about that prediction, but one thing I did call correctly was the splat of the day. During the 1st round, I predicted that Madison would be our splat of the day, and guess what? She was. Madison makes the 1st step on the beastly battle axes look easy, but when she reaches out for the 2nd axe, down she goes in splatacular fashion. As I predicted, our splat of the day, Bazinga!
You want Splatacular? Well, let's take a look back at Chris's journey to the crown. Chris showed some reckless speed coming out of the gate, but reined in his focus in order to build a ladder amidst the chaos in the Stockade. In the final round, he didn't let an early lead by Michael deter him as he found his way up the water wall in order to seal the victory.
My flashback was way better.
That wraps up another exciting day here in the castle. I'm Jason Agnew. This is Predictable Matt Chin. Let's take one more look at the new king of the castle.
I'm the king of the castle! We just said that!
You know, you've had a bad attitude all day.
Aw, thanks.